Hello, welcome to another session of 15 minutes of tangling. So yesterday we began our shading and we left off with shading these little zingers here. And I would like to continue there today. So let's see, I think I'm going to shade the right side of each of these zingers. As if they're leaving a bit of a shadow on that orleek pattern. So today I was planning on walking to a garden. However, on the way there, I noticed a church that I normally walk right past every single day. And I was tempted to think that they had a beautiful courtyard. So I decided to check it out, and of course they did. They have a lovely water fountain I'm sitting right next to, you might hear it. And beautiful peonies blossoming, many benches, and even a picnic table where I could sit at one point. So I'm thinking this might be a lovely place to tangle every now and again. Now I shaded the top side here, so I think I'll do the same. And I'll let it leave a little bit of a shadow on the pinnacle. There we go. I'll shade this side here. So again, it was this nice experience of discovering a new green space right near where I live that I didn't know about before. Letting myself be curious. Letting myself go on a little innocent adventure. The weather today, again, is just gorgeous. It's in, I think, the upper 70s. Again, little clouds just cruising on by across the sky. Very peaceful day. There's a little bit of a breeze. But I don't hear as many birds singing as I normally do. I wonder if it's my location or the time of day. I'm not sure. I hear little cheeps here and there, but that's about it. Alright, I think I've got my zingers shaded just the way I want for now. And so I want to shade the outside border of this orleek pattern. And then I'm going to move on to pinnacle, which I always find fun to shade. All these diagonal bits in the background, I want them to appear to be coming out from under, so I like to shade both sides. Gives it a bit of dimension, which I really enjoy about this particular pattern. There's quite a few patterns like that, where shading really just gives it a great sense of dimension. So now that I'm almost coming to almost a stopping point, an end point on this tile, I've been thinking about what do I want to do next. I have a few different options. There is a full moon Zentangle, I don't know if it's challenge or prompt, that's out that I might be interested in joining. I like doing those prompts whenever I have a chance. It's nice to see not only my own interpretation and how things go when I start the project, but also see everyone else's interpretation. It's nice to feel a part of the community and participate in something as a group. So that's one option. Another option is I have a lot of unfinished projects right now. So it might be nice to sort of just take these tangles, these projects that are not finished yet, and wrap them up. I often like to have a tile or two that's unfinished that I can just take out whenever I have a few extra moments here and there. So it might be nice to do that. And then the last thing I was considering was I found a gal who produces a book regarding how to use Renaissance tiles really nicely. And I thought it might be nice to purchase her book and complete an Opus Renaissance tile. So that's definitely one option as well. All right, I think I'm done laying down my graphite, so I'm going to take out my tortillon. And similar to before, I like to work on from the first pattern to the last pattern. So I'm going to start off with the flux here. Just smoothing out the graphite that we laid down earlier. So when you're using your tortillon, be sure to be using the side of the tip rather than using the tip straight up and down like that. So that way you don't press your tip in accidentally. I've had students, particularly children, try to press it down from the top, and well, then it's not a tortillon anymore and can't use it. So make sure you're using the side. It smooths better from the side. So I don't know, toying around with those ideas of what projects to do next. I think I will, once I've officially finished this tile, I think that's when I'll go ahead and give it some thought and make some decision on it. I like to sort of go with, whatever I'm feeling that day rather than spending too much time planning it out. So we'll see how the mood strikes me. Alright, let me do the outside edges of this. When I do a pattern like flux, I do like to sometimes put that aura around it because it does give it just a little bit more sense of dimension, sense of this pattern is on top of or above the other patterns I've drawn near it. Helps it like pop out a little bit more. I guess if you're particularly interested in seeing me work on a particular project next, whether it be finishing up unfinished projects, working on a Renaissance tile, or working on a full moon prompt, or maybe even doing some color. I remember a few days back I was talking about doing some color. You could also let me know if you're interested in seeing any of those particular things that might play a role in my decision. Alright. Let's see. So next was the, changing. And then I'll do the border of changing. I'm really enjoying the sound of this water fountain. It's so peaceful. The nice breeze helps too. Okay, zingers. So now that it's, in my mind, officially my summer session, I'm thinking about all the projects for school that I want to do over the course of this summer. And also taking the opportunity to think about, do I want to develop any new routines or habits over the summer, being that time is a little bit more flexible for me during this time. So I think I'm starting off with playing around with the idea of a new morning routine. A more deliberate, I guess, morning routine. And I'm playing around with the elements of adding a little bit of movement time, particularly some sort of less structured yoga and stretching, just to get my body ready to move for the day. And then also adding in some meditation time, expanding my mindfulness practice, and taking a bit of time also for journaling in the morning. Just a little bit of reflection time. It's been nice. I created a little sort of template of what I want to add to my journal each morning, what I want to reflect upon. So far, I'm enjoying this morning routine to sort of deliberately start off my day, more proactively choosing where I want my energy to be, where I want my focus to be, rather than having a more sort of reactive approach to the morning by starting my day, for example, like answering emails or checking my phone or something like that. So we'll see what sticks and what doesn't as far as this new morning routine is concerned. Well, there we are. That's our 15 minutes for today, and I'm done shading with my graphite. I think tomorrow we might wrap it up by maybe playing around with a little bit of shading with Copic markers and then signing and appreciating. Thank you for joining me. Have a great night, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.